Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Connecting with the Fans. I think this is episode 4. Today I will be answering a few of your questions. I will start answering a few of your questions. So let's see. Kostas from Athens, Paul from London, John from New York asked me what kind of equipment I use in my home studio. I have over the years I've changed a bit of equipment, nothing of course major. I'm not doing like any major investments concerning like mixing desks and stuff like that. I keep a really simple home studio, just a desktop PC. Then I have an external outboard sound card. It's a Presonus FirePod. I think now they've changed the model. I think it's called something else, but I have the FirePod from Presonus. For my guitars, I use a Behringer V-Amp 2. It's like line 6, really, like a pod. It's like a guitar modeling device. I have a pretty simple USB MIDI keyboard. I think it's from MIDIman or M Audio. I can't recall right now, but it's like the simplest MIDI keyboard anyone could buy. I have it for like years, probably like 10 or 12 years now. And of course my core DAW audio workstation is Cubase from Steinberg. It's a program that I know quite well. It's the first program that I actually started learning. That was back when I started having those music technology classes in a music conservatory in Athens. I think around 1996 or something, or 1997, around then, if I remember correctly. I have stuck to it for all these years. For me, it's really simple, really intuitive. I know there are hundreds of others DAW programs out there. For me, it's one of the best, Cubase. I'm happy with it. I know how to use it, so for me, that's just about it. A little hint and a little advice. Sometimes it doesn't really matter what kind of software you will use, because people have different requirements and different needs. I have used and tested other programs as well, and I can tell you out there are like some really great programs to record music with. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what program you're going to use. What matters is that you learn these programs, you know how to use them and how to operate them to get like the best possible result. And from then on, it's on to your recording techniques and your composition, songwriting skills, really. And last but not least, of course, I have a few VST instruments and some orchestral choir libraries. These are the core instruments, if you'd like, that I used when I start composing like a new song or a new melody or what have you. And I've got some outboard gear as well. I've got like a compressor. I've got an effects processor. I've got a BBE maximizer, but I rarely use those. I mean, the compressor, I usually use it either on sometimes on the guitars that I record or on some of the vocals. But mainly the bulk of my writing and my work happens inside Cubase and with the VST effects and instruments that I have. yeah, technology has made giant leaps over the past few years, and it is true, and it's certainly not a myth anymore, that you can have like really professional results even in a home studio, even with like some simple equipment, as long as you know how to use them and how to operate them, and as long as you have like a good ear as well, you know. Yeah, so that's just about it, really. Next question. Peter from Birmingham asks me how did the collaboration with Shoei Sen from De Profundis come about, because he also states that he's a great fan of De Profundis. I think I forgot to mention on the first episode when I was talking about the background story and the history of the project that I knew Shoei from London, of course, when I was living in London for a year. We met there because he was also interested in forming a band at the time, and somehow I think we met through an ad or something like that, I don't remember. We started playing music and rehearsing with some other guys as well. We formed like a small band, and we were rehearsing and everything. And that was back in 2002 to 2003. So I know him since then. He's been a very good friend of mine. We've kept in touch. Only recently I found out, well, not recently, a few years ago, I found out that he was already in a band. As far as I know, they're doing pretty good, actually. I'm really happy for him. De Profundis, that's their band. I can say that I really enjoy their music. I think they're like really cool bands, and we've kept in touch. Of course, I always want to collaborate with my old friends, you know, and with my friends. I had the chance with this Divine Tragedy. I sent him the track, you know. He's like for me, he's like an amazing lead guitarist. I sent him the track, and I told him, okay, I think it's time for us to properly collaborate, you know. And he recorded his solo, his guitar solo, and yeah, I think it was great actually to be able to collaborate, even if it was only for one song. But I am hoping that he will be back in the near future to record some more solos with me. And last question. Liz from Manchester is asking. She sent me a message. She's telling me that I'm a singer. She's a singer, and if it will be possible to collaborate with me. And then she's also asking if I am open to collaborating with other musicians in general. I have to tell you that I am open for any collaborations. I am open to collaborate with other musicians for any of the EPs or albums that I will hopefully produce in the future. I tend to be quite open to meeting new musicians and artists, and trying to sit down and try to find a common language and a common path to be able to collaborate. Having said that, and as I had told you on the previous episode, I would like to find a singer, somebody not really known. So if there are any singers out there who would like to collaborate with me for the next EP, I'm probably going to be looking for a classical or classically trained singer. So just send me a message and we can take it from there. Liz, I will be contacting you obviously, and we'll see. I need, as with you and as with any other musician or singer, I need to listen to some demo samples and to understand where you come from, to understand your vision, to understand your voice, your tone, so yeah, but in general I am open to collaborations, and I'm really hoping that I will be able to collaborate with other musicians and other artists in the future, of course, obviously. Yeah, so that's just about it. I'll see you again next time. I hope you're doing great, you're all well, and take care, and I'll see you again next time. See ya.